Hey, everybody, this is Scoots. I've been listing all the reasons you shouldn't support the show. You're new. You only listen once in a while when you need the podcast. You're not in a place where you can support the show, or you're in a place where you don't want to support the show. So I'm going to run through the yeses for you. If you're not one in that group, it does take a lot of yeses to support the show. But if you're already listening and hearing me right now, and then you're like, yeah, it's a yes, I'm listening and hearing you, and I already know it's a yes. Yes, right now, go to sleepwithmepodcast.com/plus and support the show, like right in this moment. So that would be the biggest yes. Yes, I want to be a part of this thing. Yes, I'm hearing you. Yes, I'm listening. Yes, I've heard the messages, because it does take, recently I've been hearing from people that took 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years of hearing me and listening to me. So if this is your yes, and you're hearing me and listening to me right now in this moment, go to sleepwithmepodcast.com/plus and support the show. And if it's not your yes, that's okay too. I'll be back with more. Thanks, everybody.
Taking care of your eyes shouldn't be a hassle. That's why Warby Parker is a one-stop shop for all your vision needs. Our prescription glasses and sunglasses are expertly crafted and unexpectedly affordable. Stop by a nearby store or use our app to virtually try on frames and get personalized recommendations. Did we mention we offer eye exams and take vision insurance too? For everything you need to see, head to your nearest Warby Parker store or visit warbyparker.com today. That's warbyparker.com.
This show is supported by Odoo. When you buy business software from lots of vendors, the costs add up and it gets complicated and confusing. Odoo solves this. It's a single company that sells a suite of enterprise apps that handles everything from accounting to inventory to sales. Odoo is all connected on a single platform in a simple and affordable way. You can save money without missing out on the features you need. Check out Odoo at odoo.com. That's odoo.com.
Friends beyond the binary, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for the podcaster who's saying, wonder what I'll talk about on this intro. Wonder how will I stop making sense? I never ask, what's the smallest way you can make sense today? I'd say, well, use paper money, Hardy har. But you may be saying, what in the name of the Hardy twins or whoever they are, or Hardy Soup, is this gentleman talking about? Well, welcome to Sleep With Me, the podcast that's here to put you to sleep. I'm so glad you're here. I'm going to keep you company and take your mind off of stuff. But this podcast is very different. Give it a few tries, see how it goes. It's you're here to be your friend in the deep, dark night to keep you company, but it is a bit different. It does take some getting used to. If you loathe the show already, sleepwithmepodcast.com/no thank you has other sleep podcasts and sleepy stuff on there. But most people that are regular listeners that love the show say, honestly, it took me 2 or 3 tries to realize, the podcast will never make any sense. It's Hardy and nonsense. It's a wholehearted nonsense. Wholehearted, Hardy nonsense. That really is what this show is. But with a side of meanders. So I'm so glad you're here. I make the show because I know what it feels like in the deep, dark night and because you deserve a good night's sleep. What we got coming up here is support for the show so it can come out twice a week for free, but you could also subscribe and skip the commercials. Then we'll have a long, meandering intro right after the support that's meant to ease you into bedtime. It's a show within a show. It's most listeners' favorite part of the show, but it's also part of the show the only part of the show most listeners hear. And then we'll have a bedtime story about Great British Bake Off. So I'm so glad you're here, and thanks again for coming by. And here's how I'm able to do it for you for free twice a week. All right, everybody, Scoots is back with more Bake Off season or collection 7, episode 7, Festival Week. And this episode starts with a really good sequence. Noel is carrying a giant backpack, furry jacket, trying to look warm, green grass. And he's getting ready to do Festival Week. Oh, he must be going to a music festival, right? So Noel's loves a good festival. Not Sandy's cup of tea, but ends up Sandy. They do a quick switcheroo. Sandy's in a bag. Thought that was my food. She goes, no, but I brought blueberries. He says, blueberries for a festival. She goes, yeah, if there's a jam session. And he goes, don't ruin my reputation backstage, Sandy. She says, too late. So a cute little sequence. And we get the teaser, celebratory, layer of pressure, sky shot, talking heads, the walk to the tent. First, we're seeing things not going well. Then, of course, the theme music. Then the sky shot. Then the walk to the tent. 2, 4, 6, 7. 2, 4. Let me back it up here. Great British Baking Show, sky shot. So just so you know, walking in, and people are looking good. Looks warm today. We have Henry on the left, Michael on the right. Then David and Alice. Then Rosie and Steph. And 2 different vertical stripes on David or Michael. Horizontal kind of stripes on David, but more, his colors are more. Michael has like defined stripes on his shirt. What would you say with David's shirt is? Color blocking? His is a rainbow. Roy G. Biv. Red, orange, yellow. Roy G. Biv. Holy moly. So Michael's shirt, or David's shirt goes Roy G. Biv, top to bottom. Shoulders to his hips, I guess. Henry's got a short sleeve blue shirt on with a tie, maybe a knit tie, I can't tell. Jeans, and I can't see anybody else. I can kind of see Rosie. Looks like a maroon. It could be a dress, or it could be some sort of leggings and a black sweater. Okay, hit play again. What do we got here? We got the talking heads is what we have. It says indistinct chatter when they're walking in the tent. Michael's glad to get to 7, talking about Steph 3 times. Steph's talking about that pressure. Alice had a busy work week, 180 exam papers and 150 reports, so not a lot of time to practice. And I understand them wanting to express that because you say, hey, this is like, I got a lot of work to do, and I'm trying to be a great British baker and baking off, so on a show. So hard week. No, everybody comes out. I think Scoot's going to tell me to pause it for, so the thing with David's shirt is it looks totally different under his jumper, because, okay, but so Paul has 2 buttons open on a blue shirt. It could be a denim shirt. 2 buttons open. Then Prue has on, oh, maybe is that layered or no? No, I don't think it is. Yellow kind of lemony necklace and a matching bracelet on her right arm. And then a sweater, which has a pink section. And then the arms have what I would say is a coral section. And then black and white stripes at the top. Sandy has on an Oxford shirt, I would say. That's what I'd call it, with yellow, with blue stripes maybe, or gray stripes on white. But then the bottom of the shirt and the before her cuffs are yellow, which actually looks good. It's not the same yellow as Prue's, but it still does look good. And then I don't know what Noel's wearing, to be honest. I mean, not how to describe it, because it almost looks rubbery. He has on some sort of black pullover jacket with stars around the collar. And it looks good on him, but I just don't know. I wouldn't say, I'd guess that it's some sort of rainproof material. Kind of looks bikery, but it's a little like, also, I don't know. Okay, so there's 24 yeasted festival buns, celebratory breads that you might have at different celebrations. Each bun must tell a story, even if it's like that Paul's, eating the buns. Get ready, get set, bake. So everybody starts, yeasting and flouring. Henry says it smells like a brewery. 24 buns represent any country and festival in the world. It has to be related to a festival, light, full of punch flavor. And Brew talks about the hot cross bun to Eastern England, but those have to be yeasted. And there has to be spice and other flavors that are uniform, flavored, textured beautifully, delicious buns. And Steph's doing a hot cross bun, lemon zest, there's plenty of spice, orange, zest and spice hot cross bun, cranberries and sultanas when it comes to flavor. Could she get a triple baker star status? No pressure. A lot of cinnamon going in there. Michael and Alice are also doing hot cross? I don't know. Yeah, they're also their own spins on the Easter Classic. Alice talks about her grandparents, springtime baking. Thought of something a bit fresh, maybe put a twist on it. So lemon, blueberry, almond hot cross buns. That does sound tasty. Freeze-dried blueberries, lemon curd glaze. Bruce says, really, lemon curd? Paul just stares. Yeah, but heat it up and make it runny. It's going to be sticky. Oh, yeah, just like a hot cross bun. Interesting. All right, good luck. Thank you. Michael's doing a hybrid bun. Figgy pudding hot cross bun. So Easter and Christmas festivals paired with marzipan, holly, berries, and leaves, orange and lemon zest. So that's sultanas, cranberries, dates, and apricots, brandy. So where's the figs from the figgy pudding? Bruce says, he's got those. Yes, I got them. 500 grams of fruit. Well, how much flour? 1 kilo. That's a lot of fruit, isn't it? Is that right? Paul just stares at him. Michael cracks up. Thank you very much. Sandy says, at least he's helping your confidence. Seeing Michael later talks about how Paul can play poker. And we got the doughs being mixed. Careful balance. Got to get the spices. Can't inhibit the yeast. Got to prove it. Don't want it to be brick-like. You don't want thick, dense buns. Raisins. David's talking about. David's is very, he's doing Koznak, traditional lemon. It's from Bulgaria. It's a lemon and almond Easter bread. Because he's got, his older brother and his wife live in Bulgaria, and David's partner comes from Bulgaria. So they've helped out the flavors. And, he says, mine's going to be good. And then Wallace David's is celebrating in Eastern Europe. Henry's going to Sweden. I don't know how to say his something, a chocolate, something, Cinnamon Bun Day Festival, the 4th of October. So it's going to be cinnamon swapped for cardamom, sugar, in a classic cardamom bowl or something shape. They say, Henry, Lord of the Buns. Do you like festivals? Henry says, I've been to a book festival. That's about it. But not a music festival. Old Noel's giving him a hard time. Proving time now, 30 minutes. So everybody starts proving. Prove it again. Then you have to prove it again. And then you got to work on your festive fillings and decorations. Lemon candying. Rosie's enriching her buns. Namlaka. Pastry cream. Milk, double cream, gelatin, lemon zest, liquid glucose, white chocolate. So not very rich buns. They're joking. There's our Mardi Gras Finnish peacock buns, raspberry jam, candied peacocks. And they say festival peacocks. Is that a thing? Oh, yeah. Have you worked with a peacock before? Never worked with a peacock. Maybe you could take it for a walk. Then we get outside, boom shot. Sandy and Noel are wearing celebratory masks. And halfway through, people are checking and approving, seeing how the rise is going. This enriched dough, you gotta rise it. I don't know. Oh, it's gotta bounce back or not bounce back. I don't know. Paul's watching Steph watch her food. And Michael sneaks his out. David's his out. You don't want it to crack when baked, I guess. And Baker's only halfway there. They're working with their doughs because before you have to shape it before you prove it again. So everybody has a different method. But Henry has to twist it. So he's like, it's going to be hard to have them identical. And no, let's see. Who's that? Paul's just watching David work from like a few feet away. Prue's watching Michael very quietly. Then Henry shows his bun twisting method to Noel, which is very, he says, man, that blew my mind. So then we see the birds, some flowers. Noel does another Sandy joke about being in a bag. 1 hour remaining. So people are trying to proof their buns and how they're shaped. Noel really tries to talk Alice's ear off. And she's like, yeah, I've been busy. She's really trying to work while he's chatting. And she goes, I'm so sorry. He goes, all right, well, good luck then. Michael works on a brandy glaze, Steph's sugar and spice, lemon curd, honey, maple syrup, or brown sugar, cardamom for Henry. Noel jumps up. He was looking in Rosie's oven. Maybe I'll have a cape. Should I wear this for the judging? He's got some sort of peacock mask on or something. Okay, so they come out of the proof, and everybody's like, is this ready? David's doing some egg washing, flour and water for hot cross buns. I didn't know that was, I thought it would have been glaze. Sandy's got wings on, half hour left maybe. So we got to go in the oven now. People's hearts are racing. 200 degrees, 18 minutes, David. 15 minutes for Alice. Michael's are starting to crack. Maybe they're underproofed. Steph's in front of her oven. Oh, Henry does, goes, this is the best thing I've ever done. He does like a hacky sack with a lime or a nut or something. Okay, Henry's like, mine look baked. Michael takes his out. Alice's like, Alice's are out. Rosie's are like, mine are getting there. Some of David's got stuck. 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Henry's got a glaze in the tin. Steph's trying to glaze hers. Same with Michael's is evaporating. Rosie's have frosting, which is nice. I mean, if I was going to eat a bun, maybe like a cream puff or something. So they're trying to get everything looking nice as well, putting them in, baskets or stuff. Time is up. Place your buns at the end of your stations. And everybody's like, oh boy, did I do okay? Get a shot of more Mardi Gras masks. And now Paul and Prue decide if the festive buns are worth celebrating. Start with David Kozenak, I think is what it says. I say very good. A couple minutes less, maybe a little dark on the bottom. But the shapes are amazing. They look really good. Soft, springy cake, nice texture. They start to take a bite. Paul really goes, okay. Prue's like, I like the saffron and the sugar. Paul's like, this is a nice dough. Flavor's fantastic. Structure's good. Just needs some more fruit in the middle. But very good. I'm impressed. Then they go to Michael's. He has a dip in the middle, too, I think. I guess a sugary dip. Bit uneven, Prue says. Misshapen. Volume of the fruit, eh? Well, let's take a look. Hopefully we get one that's got the right amount of fruit. They're very shiny. Look nice. Tough. A little tough, but flavor spot on. Nice warming. Balanced. Does taste like figgy pudding. Delicious. Then they go to Steph, zest and spice. They're shiny and attractive. And Prue's mouth is watering. Smell amazing. Let's have a look. Okay. Distribution. Fruit is good. 2 halves in the middle. Texture's perfect. Lovely. Sticky, you can feel it on your fingers. Okay. And Paul gives her a handshake. Everybody's like, holy cow. Well done, Steph. Well played. Alice is next. I think hers is on a chalkboard, too. They look similar. A little difference in the color. Okay, blueberries in the middle. Nice texture. Did you candy the lemon peel? Yes, it took me a while. Bruce says you needed to give it more time. It's bitter, Paul says. No sweetness. Lemon curd glaze is not shiny enough, but you baked them well. Just an irregular color, size. They do look homemade, but Prue's, she's not pulling. Then Rosie's next. Lovely color, highly decorative. Good look, good in the shop window. They're a bit flattish, squat. Pretty consistent on the color. There's the jam. Paul takes a bite. Prue takes a bite. Nice flavor. Look at that crumb. See, what happened was it got compressed when you dug it out for the filling. You kind of pressed them down, so. But it's present. It's a donut texture, which is nice. I think you've done a great job. Well done. And Noel says, I feel like I'm a mama peacock and these are my babies. Then we go to Henry, his chocolate card thing, stable color, irregularities in the size. They look interesting, though. I'd try one if it was in a shop window, Bruce says. Paul takes a bite, cuts it again. Okay, thank goodness. I think your flavor's good, bake's good, technique's good, flavor's lovely. Just a size difference. But nevertheless, Paul puts his hand out. Henry says, shut up, to give him a handshake. And they say, we don't think you to tell the judge to shut up. No one's ever said shut up on a handshake, Noel says. Henry says, it made my month. I can go now. I'm happy. I could leave this week. Steph says, I'm not going to wash my hands after that, getting that handshake. Michael's happy for his friends. They didn't do as well as other people, but, and I'm a little nervous about the technical, but let's have fun. So we get an outside shot. Now this was what they couldn't practice. Technical mystery lies ahead. Set by Paul. Any words of advice? Perfect textures inside and out. Off you go. We're going to play in Paul's soft play area. 12 Sicilian Casatelle, Carnival, Italian Carnival, pastry crescents, smooth and creamy ricotta, orange chocolate, and fried till crispy and golden, uniform in size. On your marks, get set, bake. Casatelli, never had them before. So no one even knows what they're making. They are deep fried, and there's a pasta machine. So like fried sweet ravioli? I don't know. But yeah, they kind of look more like an empanada. Beautiful pastries. You got chocolate and orange in there. Nice and thin. Little hand pies, I guess would be another way, but you fry them. If you don't roll your pastry the right way, like it'll burst open and the ricotta will pour out. Prue tries one. Yeah, it's full of filling. And you want ricotta going all the way through it. Nice no grittiness, nice and orange. Great with tea. Prue says more marsala. Fryer set to 170. Nobody likes working with these deep fryers. Trying to do this from memory. Soft, pliable dough. There's very simple ingredients. I wonder if I could freeze it on there. Let's see if I can. Okay, yeah, I got it freezed. Paul's chocolate. Please do not confer with the other bakers. For the filling, 250 grams of ricotta, 50 grams icing sugar plus extra for dusting, freshly grated zest of 1 orange, and 50 grams of chocolate, dark chocolate chips chopped. For the dough, 250 grams plain flour sifted plus extra for dusting, 50 grams castor sugar, finely grated zest of 1 lemon, 1 large egg, 2 tablespoons extra virgin olive oil, 1 tablespoon lemon juice, 1 tablespoon marsala, and water. And that's it. Those are the instructions. Maybe more like pasta dough. I don't know. So no, everybody's just trying to get it made. No idea how much water goes in either. Stiff and pliable. What does that even mean? David's dough starts to look good. So is Michael's. Steph's kind of comes together, divide it in 4, chill it, then sieve the ricotta and then make it smooth. Back to Derek, getting liquid out of cheese, Michael says. What a joy. Sicilian cassatete or whatever, Noel jokes. I wasn't paying attention when they announced the competition, so he goes, my head was just going, la, 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 la. Never sieved ricotta, says Alice. Might take a couple of sievings. I need to sieve some cheese, Henry. Never thought he'd say that. Sieve some cheese. I feel the need. My name is Neve. I feel the need to sieve. Cheese. I will achieve a sieved cheese. So everybody's mixing up their fillings. And then Noel talks to Steph about getting a handshake. What was Paul's hand like? Was it manicured? Was it powerful? Was it soft? Vice grip? Did everything start spinning around? Yep, and Prue levitated. You can see the sun going down. Now Prue has on, Sandy has on like a pom-pom, and Paul had on like a fruit hat. Now you got to take a piece of dough, run it through the pasta machine to make the pastry. Trying to find no one's used this machine before. Maybe 1 or 2 people have, but it's like, how do you even do this? Which I guess you feed it through again and again and again. But Steph's is not coming out good. Henry's is not coming out good. David's is coming out great. Michael's looks good. Alice's is a little thick. Henry changes his settings. Rosie's not having a problem. Henry's like, I need 3 hands. So Sandy tries to help him. He's like, turn it clockwise, please. So she's like, you're really bossy. So she has so much fun, and so the contestants. And then you crimp the edges make circles, crimp the edges with a fork, and fill it and seal it, but don't overfill it, like a ravioli. Seal it with water, and then crimp the edges. Some people are already getting leakage, but it's like, what can you do? And fry. And David says, the last time we had fryer, it did not go well for me. How hot is it? People start putting it in. You got to flip it at 3 minutes, maybe. I don't know. Michael's drops to the bottom. David says, like, mine's browning. Henry's puff up a lot. Jiminy Christmas, somebody says. It's like a jacuzzi in there. And then they're like, well, how well do we have to get them done? And Rosie's kind of like puts up with Noel. David talks about his favorite fish and chips and Whippy. That's his inspiration for frying there. Looks like Alice's have burst open and Michael's. Yeah, theirs are puffing up and trying not to lower the temperature of the fat. How long we got? 15 minutes. Noel and Sandy are sharing a feather boa, kind of a bright red one. Or what is that? Purple? Everybody's running around trying to get this done. And people are like, mine aren't uniform, trying to stay calm. A lot of them have opened up. So it's not going great for anybody. Everybody's trying to eyeball them. 12. Do I have 12? People are, trying to fry down to the last minute. And your time, they say, please take your time. So Sandy buys, sometimes she says Time. This is how you spell time, and you are done. Michael exhales. Everybody's like, that did not go well. Bring your Sicilian pastries up, put them on the table. 12 beautifully filled fried cassatelle. Okay. No idea who's who, so. Start with David's. Uniform, sealed, look lovely. Could use more filling. There's air holes in there, but great flavor. Looks lovely, tastes lovely. Nice shape, very good. Next up is Rosie. Lost a bit of them, but delicious filling, really good. Crispness in the shell, like that, pretty good. Then Alice, these popped open, puffed up, kind of like seafood. Big air pockets, thick pastry, over-fried. Then Michael, not sealed, a couple have opened up. Not much filling, all pastry. It should have been thinner. Steph's all over fried, but sealed, not uniform. Overcooked, too thick. Pastry was too thick. But at least they're sealed. Then Henry, nice and light, pretty good. Some have burst, so. But they don't look too bad. And they're full. Decent amount of filling, nice thin pastry. So then they're actually trying to figure this out. They go back and forth. And let's see, we got sixth place is Alice. And that didn't go well. Fifth place, Michael. Bit soggy. Steph fourth, Henry third. Second place is David. And Rosie's in first. And like David always ends up in second, huh? But yeah, it's a nice work. So Rosie's happy, won a technical. Had to run a fifth. So I'm super happy. Second again, David says, I rappel first. I got second. Michael's like, I'm not really confident now. Today's Showstopper's hard. Hardest in 7 weeks. Alice says, at least I made it to the end of the day. I'm starting on the bottom. So tomorrow we'll see. Sunset, sunrise, sun in the sky, walking into the tent, warm. Everybody goes to their workstations, jumpers on. Who will leave the tent? Who will be Star Baker? Table talk, detecting a change in atmosphere. They're almost smiling. Henry did well in the signature. He did tell you to shut up, shut the door. Was sweet. Signature was good. But technical was difficult for most people. Alice and Michael on the bottom. Alice took a gamble. Alice is getting more and more disorganized. They're talking about that Alice's bench isn't clean and organized. Little spills. David's the neatest, neat as a pin. They talk about the buns. Never thought I'd hear you say that. So then everybody has their hands folded. They're ready. Showstopper time, everybody. Cake of lapis Sarawak. It's a original flavorful cake from the Sarawak region of Malaysia. Cultural and religious celebrations. Precise layers, grilled. Grilled? Yes, it's grill off. Cake is cut and reassembled for intricate patterns. 4 hours and 15 minutes. And your marks get set bake. So everybody starts getting their butter ready. And this one went from, it started in Malaysia, I guess, or started in Indonesia, and then they took it across the Sarawak. Michael knows where they added colorful cakes in Malaysia. Paul talks about it's complicated, so that's like a layer cake. Many layers, many different colors, different flavors with thin batter. So you batter it, grill it, which is kind of like broiling in this case, and then cut it into shapes. so they resemble like fantastic patterns. Difficult to do. No, and probably never done something like this before. One of the hardest cake designs to make. Nowhere to hide. So that's the good news. Multiple cakes to make. Layer upon layer of sponge. A lot of eggs. 14 times 3 is the number for Rosie. Complex challenge for sure. Henry, 110 eggs in one day when he was practicing. Lemon lime Sarawak cake for Henry. How many layers? He's like, well, I got a couple drawings. Top of the cake, cake on the side. Everybody laughs. Maybe I shouldn't have shown this to you. Because if you don't achieve it, and you're going to redraw it if the cakes don't come out that way, maybe. Elegant present box, contrasting blocks, yellow and green, mint, raspberries, lemon, lime, 6 to 7 lemons in each batch, lemon zest, and they have to be flawlessly designed, but also use a spice. Oh, no, David's using a cardamom, nutmeg, and other spices. So everybody's trying to spice their cake the right way, too, because when you grill it, I guess the flavors go out of it. Michael's going to use liquor in between the layers, spiced rum. Some of them use almond liquor, but I said, well, maybe rum will work. 4 hours, we'll see. Michael's making a Jamaican mule Sarawak cake, rum, lime, marzipan, rum and ginger sponge, Jamaica's national flag, royal icing swirls, 6 layers on each cake, so 6 times 4, 24. Well done. And they said that was pretty tentative. You're 24, but he says, well, I was doing the maths. Now, Michael, let's see, other people, Steph's using orange liquor, which her grandmother likes. So it's orange and chai, revitalized cake, marzipan roses, royal icing, chai spice layer, orange sponges. Try to do triangles, but they're hard to manipulate, so I reverted back to lines, Steph says. Henry also tried triangles. They didn't work. Rosie's sticking with triangles, though. So Rosie's going for 8-layer cakes, then triangle, then another triangle, then a diamond pattern. Beyond my understanding, she's working with her yolks. Rainbow Sarawak style, sugar glass birds, nectarine jam, lemon mixed spice sponge. And it's a thing because you don't want it to be edgy rubber if you overcook it. And Noel loves that edgy rubber. That could be a band we're in. You sing and drums. I'll do guitar. Edgy rubber, like Simon and Garfunkel. I'll book some gigs at the festivals. She says, okay. But everybody's trying to, if you're a sponge, you got to have the layers. You got to get the colors right. It can't be dull. Really bright, garish, over-the-top colors. Pink, green, and yellow for Steph. Sandy's tastes one of hers. She says it's delicious. I didn't think that's what the pink would taste like. David's doing one of his cakes is going to be monochrome, and then the other one's going to have color throughout. So he's doing kind of like postmodern sculptures of Indonesian spice mix, royal icing, tamarind honey, postmodernist work of art, like a sculpture. And the color one everybody loves. He says it was inspired by a Peru necklace from last season. And then the gray represents Paul. So they all have a laugh, but everybody's, a little bit stressed, trying to do these layers, very thin. Alice is doing, a carnival Sarawak cake. So in Alice's hometown, there's a big fireworks display in Essex. So you say, oh, you're from Essex? I didn't know that. So what are you trying to say about Essex? So he laughs. Chocolate orange salted caramel kaleidoscope Sarawak cake, isomalt fireworks, chocolate marzipan. And then they start making the layers. Okay, let's puff it up. How long are you going to grill it for? Have to be careful. Maybe a couple minutes. Okay, thank you very much. I'll still be here layering. Thank you. Michael's working on is putting it in, people are starting to put it in the oven. And because you have multiple cakes, I mean, this is hard. There's multiple layers and multiple cakes. So you're trying to cook it under direct heat, which can be tricky to control, they say. No idea what temperature to make it work at. And if you overcook it, it'll be rubbery. Undercook it, the layers will collapse. So everybody's trying to guess when it's done and not have it burned. David's first one is burned, so he has to throw it away. Henry burns his finger. Not badly, just enough to jump. Noel and Sandy have birthday party hats on and noisemakers, party whistles they call them. And layer number 2 for Rosie. Michael's putting rum in between his layers. He doesn't want him to get too wet. Steph weighs her layers out, so I have the same depth. Can it be identical? Everybody's asking. 4 more layers left on one cake for Alice or Rosie. David even tells me, I burned my first ones. Henry's trying to make jam. Michael's working on curd, lemon curd. Wallace working on decorations. Alice is like blowing these glass, like candy glass. Steph's making marzipan. Alice is making bonfires. Even David talks about Alice's workstation. Noel puts a bowl on his head, almost drops it. Says, look at this. I'm like a painting. Kind of like one where the eyes move. Alice is like, dude, I'm trying to work here. Don't you enjoy our chats? 11. Okay, then Henry smells something burning. Definitely burning. David says, not me, not me. And it ends up it's Rosie. I don't know, something must change in her settings because she said it was only in there for a few minutes. She says, well, there's nothing I can do about it now. I'm going to have to bin it. All my layers are going to be thinner now. So she's down. 1 hour left. So Rosie has to start her last cake all over again. I have to watch it closely. David's getting ready to finish up. Everybody's about to find out if their cakes have layers. And Henry's does, so he jumps for joy. Not raw. David's does. His looks cool, too. Alice's looks pretty good. And just everybody starts cutting their cakes. Henry's measuring with a ruler. David's using a bread cutter, which is a good idea. I think Michael has something. And Rosie also has a ruler. Bread slicer, perfect bread slices. So everybody's then people are starting to assemble their cake pieces together. Not perfect, but it'll have to do. And do you think that's a little small? Well, aren't you going to, so David's his cakes isn't as big as he wanted it. Rosie's trying to cut and make triangles now, which is like, holy cow. So she's got like some sort of right angle thing. And people are singing, I got a cake, I need it decorated. An hour left. We got to have something. Lime King, marzipan. Everybody's starting to decorate their cakes. They're stressed. Dave's like, not much I can do. I didn't have all my layers. So the decorations are going on. People are hoping they made a recovery. People start icing, spraying, assembling. Time is up. So then everybody says, oh boy. And they say, well done, kids. Don't worry. Hugs go around. Tent shot. Outside shot of the grass. Cake shots. Sarawak style layer cakes now face the judgment of Paul and Peru. Steph goes first. Here's that orange and chai revitalized cake, open sides, which I think most people do to show it. And they say your blocks are rotated, so you need kind of filling in between your blocks because there's big gaps there. Almost grout around it would have made it neater. But the style is Sarawackian. Looks lovely, Prue says. And they take some bites of it. Delicious, soft, very good. Marzipan's brilliant. Delicious. Decoration's good. Well done, Steph. Thank you. Thank you. Then a rainbow Sarawak style cake from Rosie. And look at that. Okay, it looks messy, Bruce says. Rosie, not neat at all. You can see the colors. They're vibrant. Let's take a look inside. Complicated pattern to try. And I take a couple bites of it. It's tasty flavor. That jam, nectarine. Can't identify it. It gives it a little zing, though. It's nice. Idea sound enough, but it could have been executed better. But you did a lot of work. Then Michael's up, and his cake, the top of it definitely looks like a flag. But some of his are monochrome layers. So they say, geez, your top and your bottom they look rubbery and there's no color. Like drizzled rum. Okay. But they are layers. They're just the exact same colors. They cut his cake. But yeah, he had to do it because he was doing the color of the flag. Bruce says it's stodgy, claggy. Paul says probably the soaking was a bad idea. It's almost like one thing now. Very dense. Rubbery. Overall, it looks wonderful, Bruce says, but pity about the texture. Thank you. So Michael's a little down. Henry's next. And kind of nods. Let's see, what's this? Cake on cake? Okay, a lot of cake there. All cake, eh? Well, that's clever. Looks like egg sandwiches for afternoon tea. Henry's like, totally, that's what I wanted to go for. So Sandy shakes his hand. Then they cut a piece of cake. Everybody's laughing. They tasted nicely textured cake, not stodgy. Lemon and lime comes through, really nice. I'm impressed, Paul says. Not perfect, but executed pretty well. And you do get a nice flavor. And not rubbery. Breaks apart like a cake would, even when it's cut into pieces. So pretty good job. So Henry's very happy. David's up next. They say, okay, your cake look a little small there. It's interesting, but he says, yeah, I lost a cup. I mean, it's supposed to be for a party, a big cake. This, they give Sandy a hard time. And he goes, yeah, I had some issues with layers, so lost some layers. But the lines look great. Color, definition, amazing. Paul takes a bite. Prue takes a bite. Nice and spicy. Could be a bit sweeter. A bit rubbery. But perfectly edible. He goes, I like the flavor and the neatness of it. Very neat. Just not sweet enough. Just more icing or something. Okay. And they say, geez, this is extremely neat. Details incredible. This is for Alice. Okay, lines are beautiful. Lines on top. Painting, decorations, fireworks look good. Looks a bit dry. That's my only concern, Paul says. Layers is so thin, Prue says. Almost looks like weaving. Pretty clever. And Paul looks at it as one piece. He says, this is very good. Is there almond in there? Tastes like marzipan. Works well. Gives it that petite four flavor. Almond texture. Exceptional. Vibrant, artistic. Very good. Really works. Well done, well done. She takes hers off. She says, phew, in the talking heads, you never know. Alice says, I don't know, maybe I saved myself, maybe not. Henry's like, if I got Star Baker, that would be nice. Tick off my list to being here, be a little bonus. But he goes, Paul got me back. Fair play. Telling each other, shut up. Henry's like, I got a grilling, but I held that pun in. And he goes, I don't know. Okay is not enough at this point. David says, me, Alice, Michael, Rosie, we all had positives and negatives, so anybody could go. It's really close, I think. So then we see the outsides of the tent, some bunting even. And we go to table talk. Rosie's was messy, but maybe she put herself in trouble, but it was ambitious. It was complicated and difficult. But she didn't succeed. Too bad, Bruce says. Michael's was neat, but you weren't impressed, huh? No, the layers ran together. And then we look at David's, how neat David's is. It's a shame that it was rubbery. But Henry's was good. The cake on cake, taste was good. Lemon lime, perfect combo. Colors balanced. And Steph, she said that she could have filled it in better, but her colors were there. And Alice did a great job in this one. She was in trouble coming in. Maybe she saved herself with a good cake. So Star Baker, well, Rosie and Michael are in trouble. Alice saved herself. So any of the other three Paul says could be Star Baker, Henry, Steph, or David. So then we zoom in. All the bakers are sitting there, see their faces, profiles. Michael gulps. Everybody steps out. Noel gets to say who won. So he says, yeah, Star Baker. Steph's like staring down at Henry with excitement. And the Star Baker is, and Steph's still staring. She's very happy for Henry. So Henry's happy. Everybody's happy for him. And he says, shut up. I'm just kidding. But Sandy's got to say who's leaving. Gets so hard now. And she's crying because we're all crying because we love this contestant. But the person who's leaving, there's a long pause, is Michael. And he says, I'm sorry. Everybody says, I'm sorry. He says, it's okay. But everybody's crushed. Michael says, it's okay. He goes, my head is held high. I'm proud. I'm tired. So happy. He's trying to laugh. Going out laughing. That's brilliant. Alice and him are really hugging it out. Because I wish I was a pretty crier, like in a French film in black and white when it's raining. But he goes, I'm crying because of a Kekwlap, a Sarawak. Michael and Paul hug. Yeah. Standards getting better. We liked Michael, but from now on out, it's a different standard of baking. Henry's happy. It's my tick list. I don't need to do any more. I've ticked everything off. And Alice is crying. Noel's crying. Alice says, yeah, I'm gutted. Michael left. I'm really sad. He was so supportive. And I wouldn't have got this far without him. And some people are happy to be going through, but they're sad for Michael. Week 8 of Bake Off, Alice says, hold it, what? And that's the end of the episode. Another good episode. In fact, just recording this episode, I'm feeling sleepy. So good night, everybody. I want to thank GM, who said, I love the podcast so much. It never lets me down, even in the nights when I'll never fall asleep. It's comforting and helpful and all around amazing. Also want to thank Trav, who said I subscribed. It was a free listener, but then I got rid of the ads, made it even better. And I've never subscribed to a podcast before. I'm usually counting sheep by the time the intro's done. It's magic. Rarji says, great for getting to sleep. Strange podcast, but once you accept the odd premise of it, You don't listen to the story, you fall right to sleep. It's like having an odd show on without the lights, an old show on without the lights. Story will knock you out. There's never a point, never goes anywhere. Just relax. Someone else put, I don't know if that's, so someone else put something in code, 5 stars, but it's in code. And then Fun said, we like the show, but don't like the ads. Yeah, that's optional. We actually don't change our voice, but the ads do have to get heard. It's kind of like the hard part of making a free sleep podcast, but yeah. What else we got? Give it a chance. That's from E-Train. I'm one of those who got confused at first, but he's totally right. It grows on you. So yeah, thanks everybody for reviewing the show. I'm glad the podcast can help be there. It's a free show because people support the show directly or support our sponsors. And it grows the show by people writing reviews or sharing their honest experience with the podcast. So I really appreciate all of you that do that. And here's either a Tuck You In sponsor or Scoots. And that's how we've been able to keep growing those archives. Thanks and good night, everybody. Hey, everybody, this is Scoots with a Tuck You In message. And you may have been hearing or listening or maybe haven't, like the past month, listing all the people that that shouldn't support the show, right? If you're new, you only listen once in a while, you can't afford to support the show, you don't want to, you don't need to support the show. But that led to a question that tons of people on Sleep With Me Plus have been answering, and that maybe I could answer for you. Should you support the show? And the easiest question, it may have a quick answer. Yes. Are you listening to me right now? Yes. Are you hearing me right now? Yes. And do you want to be a part of this thing that we're doing? Sleepy joy and delight in the deep dark night? And if the answer is yes, right now in this moment, go to sleepwithmepodcast.com/plus and sign up to not just support the show, but to be a part of this, being here for all those other people and for you. Not only will you get access to stuff based on how super listeners listen to the show, people that listen all night, people that have been listening for years, people that have favorites. They only listen to certain styles of shows. Maybe they only want the stories, but they want them as soon as they come out. Maybe whatever you like, that's what we built Sleep With Me Plus in mind. Or you just want ad-free listens, or you listen all night long. But are you a person that Sleep With Me, you feel comfort with this show? You found this show and you're like, man, this is what I've been looking for. Is that a yes? I never found anything like this. Is that a yes? You helped me when nothing else worked. That's a yes. I like the idea of having a bore friend or a bore bud. That's a yes. You're there when I need you. I can count on this show. Is that a yes? Yes. I listen when I wake up in the middle of the night. Yes, I listen when I have trouble getting to sleep. Yes, I listen to more than one episode a night when I need to. Yes, I listen every night I need the show because I know I can count on it. Yes, I've been listening for years and years and years. Or yes, I just want, yes, I'd rather skip the music or have a preference beyond what a regular listener might have. Yes, I know how much thought, care, kindness, caring, hard work from Scooter and other people go into making the show so it can be here for me. Yes, I hear and in listening when you ask for support. Yes, I know the show needs my support. Yes, I'm in a position where I can support the show, but most importantly, yes, I want to support the show. I can and I want to. And maybe I want to because it's a yes, I'd miss the show if it was gone. Yes, I don't think I could replace this podcast. Yes, I count on it. Or maybe it's a yes, wow, this podcast, when I support it, I get to help thousands of other people who count on this show. Yes, me supporting this is rare in this world. Even being in a position to support the show is pretty rare. Yes, having a desire right now to take action to support something I care about is tough and rare. It's not easy. That's the one thing I've learned over the past 6 to this year is how tough it is to support the show. Not just financially, but there's something in everybody's way, and that's normal. So I'm looking for the people that have so many yeses, they outweigh those barriers, like to support the show right now. Yes, I know it will feel good when I support the show. Yes, I know I could cancel at any time. I'm not committed to anything either. Yes, I love the bore giggles. Yes, I love sleepy joy and delight in the deep dark night. Or yes, I just love the boredom, the consistency, the tone of the show. Yes, this podcast has changed my life. Yes, this podcast has changed my relationship with sleep. Yes, my life is better when this show is a part of it. But yes, right now I'm going to go to sleepwithmepodcast.com/plus and sign up to support the show. And yes, I'll set up the bonus content tomorrow. I won't do that because I'm already in bed. I'll just support the show now. But really, even if it's not your yes, I'm a part of this thing that's important to a lot of people. Yes, I'm a part of this thing that makes my life better and other people's lives better. And I want it to be here in this world. It is so different than a lot of things I see during the deep, dark day. Yes, I want to be a part of this thing, and I want to feel good about it. And you could do that at sleepwithmepodcast.com/plus. But if you can't, you don't need to feel, I mean, you might feel things about it, right? Because we all do. But it's not a strategy. Yeah, it's really hard to support the show, even when you're in a position to. And yeah, not everybody's in a position to, or not everybody has those yeses. Not everybody wants to support the show. And maybe you're just a new listener, listen along with curiosity, or you're one of those people that listens to the show every once in a while when you're going through one of those seasons of life, one of those phases from life. You're a quote unquote regular listener. You only listen for a little bit at a time. You really don't need to support the show. I mean, I guess you could, but you don't need to. We just need those people with all those yeses. And I guess to get one of those people where the yeses pile up in a way that they switch the balance. And it's like, right now, I'm going to go to sleepwithmepodcast.com/plus. And that they realize, that you realize on one side, it's pretty normal to not be in a place financially or just where you want to support the show or where it's even possible. There's so many obstacles in that way, and that's okay. But that is also a big yes when someone does that, because that is what keeps the podcast around. And that is a sign, hey, I don't want this show not to, like, I want this show to be here. I can't replace it. So if any of those are, if you have enough yeses, please consider supporting the show. Thanks.